is Capitol Pride at 17th and Q. The very first float has just gone by. Anyway, I videotaped this at least 1 or 2 years before. I'm curious to see if the typical pattern holds. The typical pattern is that politicians, elected politicians, are at the front, and at the back are racial minorities, especially politically less relevant groups like Thai drag queens and African American churches. So it's a deeply kind of amoral, power-lusting orchestration, which I find disappointing. I have actually made inquiries about that, and I have been told that the politicians, like people who are from major parties running for mayor or city council, will refuse to come unless you let them be near the front. If you intersperse them randomly throughout the parade or put them at the back or don't give them what they view as top billing, they will not come. Or some of them will not come, and so they get to be at the front and other groups get shunted to the back. This year's Pride Parade has one new thing, which is a group from the Department of Defense with the military people are going to be marching, which has never happened before. One year, not this event, but the drag race, which of course close to Halloween, happened on the street. The police showed up in force with many, many motorcycles and drove everyone out of the street as soon as it ended, which on the one hand was legally probably correct that people weren't allowed to be in the street, but it was actually quite a fascist show of force. This was in the early 90s, I think it was right on the street. So there was kind of this crowd at night, and they had permits to block off the street and be here, but the moment their event was over, literally like 50 or 60 motorcycles showed up and were very threatening. The gay community in DC is so much bigger now that probably could not happen again because they have too much political power, and they've since elected a couple of people to the city council, and they might even elect a mayor. Kind of a lot of bad popular music and a lot of bad drag, a lot of bad transvestites, usually. Occasionally some real talent. Might be a little open container drinking on the street. I'm kind of jealous.
We're sitting there thinking nobody else is going to expect me to
Maybe I would get to do some open container drinking later. That's another float. They're keeping them like a block apart. This thing's going to last forever. This is the intersection of 17th and P Streets. There used to be a lesbian bookstore on this corner. But both the lesbian bookstore and the gay bookstore in DC have both gone away, as has the Gay Film Festival, partially because the Books A Million type stores all have a gay and lesbian section now, and HBO and Bravo and Showtime have sucked up all the gay indie films that elsewise you could only see at a gay film festival. And now they're available to everyone, and so the special community institutions don't exist. Marriott Hotels is a sponsor. Gay Pride, so here's the Marriott float. That might be a real girl, I'm not sure. Oh, here comes a politician, I'm sure. It's probably Eleanor Holmes Norton. It's funny when she gets out and walks because she's so aged that she has a funny gait. It was not Eleanor Holmes Norton. I guess I should have worn my glasses. And that means that they've actually had 3 floats go by so far. Dark Cars, Marriott, and the opening group, who are not politicians. So good for that. But I promise you they will be appearing shortly, well before the middle, and they will take up a lot of room. No idea who that blonde woman is. I don't think she actually is in there. Let's look at this is a restaurant called Trio's. Very popular. It's kind of divey. That's 17th and P down there with the red light. As you can see. There's Gay Pride for the old people. I should obviously be in that one. Mayor Gray, I'm sorry, I thought it meant old people, but it means Mayor Gray, the outgoing mayor. There he is. He's wearing a t-shirt and Mardi Gras beads. He's throwing out beads with his group. He is the lame duck mayor of DC. He's supported by all the establishment gay institutions, gay groups, and their weight carried no weight, and he failed. Now DC faces an election in which the 2 major party candidates are a Democrat and an erstwhile Republican who's now an independent, David Catania. David is gay. The Democrat Muriel Bowser is not gay. Muriel Bowser had very little gay support, some prominent individuals, but very few groups, so she really owes the gay community nothing. Although I think she's, kind of pro-gay in the same way that all mainstream Americans are now. David Duchovny is gay and would be the first mayor of the nation's capital if he were elected. But he was also not supported by any of the gay groups.